What do you think, Will?
That's definitely
Okay, GenG on defense,
GenG,
RRQ on
especially
attack,
once that
and
operator
we get
comes
the
online, so
Sheriff
RRQ's
out
gotta
for
figure out
Meteor.
how they
The
delay that
defense
operator
Killjoy.
and how they make sure they at least make one of the sides a little bit uncomfortable. And while none of those choices feel great, if I had to take a guess, trying to shut down
Who's gonna
Lakia's
destroy
Odin
100
just
Thieves?
doesn't feel like a great
There's a
idea.
chance.
So hopefully it's a little bit more focused on
I
the
don't know.
A side.
I got faith in
We'll
100
see how these
Thieves, man.
pistols go, 'cause
But crew
our
do.
analyst that's
Dude,
thinking
Heat just
RQ,
looks so
maybe
good.
2-0, maybe a 1-1
That's the thing right now. He is on a mission.
As we'll find out. A bit of a pop flash does push Munchkin off for the time being. Karen on the other side. That's the one that I'm really keeping my eyes on. He makes me nervous. Paranoia sent out now.
Dude, 4 people here, fast rotate.
For the swing. And look
How
at
on
that
earth are you
movement,
meant
so wide,
to?
and it throws
On earth you
Jemkin
meant to win
off.
this one?
He finds that shot.
Yeah,
and the
it's
rest
a
of
good
RQ
cancel.
have
Feel
to
a
hang
bit
back.
sorry for GemKing
Yeah,
getting
and
sent in
immediate
here, but
repositioning here from Lakia as well. The jump
Yuta was there. The call was out. No drone went in, so they didn't.
It's a little
The drone went in, so they didn't manage to actually get the hard info of the stack early.
For as long as possible. He's trying to do as
Ooh.
much damage. Goes for the extra contact.
Texture goes down. Not too
And
bad. Meteor now caught in a tricky position. Tries to hold his ground
all
up
this-
around B. Karen still
all this
stays
goes
tucked
down to
away
Meteor
around the A
with
side.
the Sheriff.
Repeaks, finds
He at least has a
Estrella, and
turret to get
knows
him
that
early
he
B main
can't
info.
really escape just yet. The smoke, though, does give him an idea that RQ's probably trying
What
to
an
rush down
absolute
B. Munchkin goes
hero
in for that
pistol
bit of
rounds.
mid-control, but Xpera just fires right back against him. Meteor now, it's all down to his shoulders, along with that Sheriff. He finds that first shot.
Yeah,
but
on
then
9
Outpour
HP, this one is
answers right back
endurable. Look
again
at it, look
with
at
the
this
classic.
Omen
Extreme's
as
gonna
well.
start creeping. He has to start
Omen's
creeping.
just,
If he just thinks that Karen's going
in
to
a
come out through A
nuisance.
main, this isn't going to be great. Now, Karen's obviously low on 9 HP.
But so are those RQ players.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Your
what I'm a
audio
little bit
watching
worried
at 100
about.
Thieves crew tonight?
Right
Okay,
now,
I'll
the
try my
angles are
best,
holding her
man. I'm
pretty
not
good,
good
though.
at
They're
that.
just saying if he comes through B main, if he comes through lane, so be it.
I'll try
We're
my
just going to
best.
make sure that we're holding the same angle to make sure we can get traded. There's the smoke,
Okay.
so they don't have to worry about it as much.
Running out of time, just looking for kills, perhaps.
GenG's pretty well aware of this coming in from Estrella as well. We saw the pings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
but
a
there's
good
not
idea.
much time. He just has to go for kills.
He's looking for it. Spots out flips, and look at that. Still a
He
little
despises
bit
the
of damage, not too
Killjoy
shabby.
Sheriff buy.
Elfmore is able to end
Yeah,
his life.
on
And they pick up the
defense,
pistol,
yeah,
so
on the defense
not
I agree with you.
exactly,
On attack, I'm so
the
fine
worst
with it,
case
'cause normally
scenario
you
for
want
RQ
like a
just
little
yet.
bit of
Oh,
info.
and there's the 1,000 kills for
Uh-oh.
Meteor. That one Sheriff kill sends him right over the edge. So while you did it with the pistol, a little bit of a landmark to celebrate here for Meteor, but we'll see how much further he can get into the 1K. A lot of fans waiting for that moment to happen today, and he wasn't too far.
There it
So
is.
there it
Audio
is,
listening
locks
right
it
now.
in.
Dude, I
Now
need
going
to be
in,
better
it's
at it. I
just
didn't
gonna
realize
be
so that many
pressure
people
on
audio
A main
listened.
once again, right? You have the better weaponry. Make sure you try to punish
Say
this
the
one
score
way.
every
Make
so
sure
often.
that GenG has to start investing more once the
All
buy
right, in
rounds
terms
come
of
in. I like
their
this idea
buy,
from
we
RQ.
get 2 guns that they're allowed to lose pretty
Trying
much.
to play it safe as well.
The plan.
Making
One-
sure that they
in an ideal
invest
world, only
deeply
one.
into the future
Be a
rounds,
double
because this
Sheriff coming
entire
out from
map is the thing
GenG,
that keeps
so
them
2
alive,
people that might
is the
have to
thing
go
that will give
Guardian
them
heavy
those
armor.
championship points. Alongside the Phantom now, a bit of a little early squad in towards this tree area.
Did Bleed get 2-0'd? Yeah, they got
Texture's just holding it.
They
Texture's the
definitely
bait
got
right
2-0'd.
now. This is all
You don't want to
for
watch that last
Munchkin.
map.
Oh my god.
But we'll see how many Texture can get first.
That was so quick the way he dodged that flash. Now Munchkin on the other
Guys,
side
no,
with the classic.
not the timing of the
Double
flash,
tap
not
him
the
in
team
head.
flash.
Flips tries to fire back with that Phantom, but has to back
Team
off.
flash into the
Manages
triple
to
stack.
find Lakia, but only just the one. Now a bit
And
of
this
a
guy
second.
tries to walk over
Elmore tries
towards
to go in for a sneaky push
A
down
because
main.
there's so
Meteor
many of
shuts
us
it
short
down.
that he thinks
Flips
A
has
is
to hold
clear.
it all on his own. He is online for the ace if he makes it happen, but he's also kind of
30
pinched
seconds
down
left.
in this little corner.
And it's Sheriffs. They're just going to one
they're
tap them
double
together.
stacked up. There it is. The sheriff stack, excuse me, and it's going to be GenG with that thrifty right back against our RQ.
Man, I can't believe this guy
Texture
ate the
getting
flash
first
as well.
kill
I
hurts,
think
but
that does
setup
make the
was
difference as well, because
exactly
he would have
going
got that
down
extra
as
kill.
Texture basically baits him out. He even goes for the anti-flash.
This is
Makes sure that
lovely.
they have
Then
to
this guy
commit
eats the
to his
flash,
fight,
and that
they
other
just
guy
have
would
no
have
idea
killed
he's hitting the flash,
Texture.
but it's too late by that
But then
point.
Munchkin probably
Munchkin
still would have
has
cleaned
the
up.
angles, he's got the range
Who knows?
for those
We'll
right
never
clicks.
know.
Oh man.
And they get
Just giving it to him about his
two-
own classic. It's a good classic. That GenG
2
one
gun
doing
upgrades
damage
as
there
well.
on the Thrifty.
Comes with claws from a Tiger. Onto the next round, though. And that's going to be RRQ's broken economy, but they're not going to back down. Jemkin along with the Stinger now, able to find Munchkin.
They're nuts.
Aaron with a
Yeah, and they played a little bit aggro against the eco, to be honest. Like, they just gave him a free... I mean, it shouldn't have been free because they're walking and trying to disrespect it one way, which is a little bit mad, but... Dude, look how aggro they're playing against the eco. This one wasn't as bad because they saw, like, heavy numbers here, right? So we kind of knew it was a 1v1.
For RRQ to try to pressure other parts of the map. They found some comfort again, and Lakia just shuts down that tempo right away.
If he finds contact right here, that will be huge for GenG as the quick rotations come through.
Just has to back off. You've still got the nanos there to buy time on B.
That's right.
No reason to over-rotate. Maybe just one person going over into market, something like that.
And does Lakia just save his recon?
Now rotating over in
all about the recon right now. We had strict rules in Liquid where it's like
that 0 point should kind
50 seconds or 45 seconds, you never use your recon for info. It's just purely for you to play site with. Look at this setup though.
Such a good timing. Lakia able to hold down the off angle. Double kill coming through. Meteor now peeks out of the smoke at the right time and flips his caught unaware.
Dude, just when I think it's getting like a little bit close, we got someone else to just go trade all the kills. It's a nice setup though with this guy taking first contact and then he swings out. Teams are getting a lot better at the 1-2 recently. And like just having plans on defense. Just as a general, like all the teams. Obviously like the top teams used to do it, but like a lot of the mid teams kind of getting better at it. White bar, let me refresh that. Let me do this.
They said it on the desk that this would be Lakia shutting down B. You've got Karen shutting down A.
Okay, Lakia, one away from an all, and we're going to a big buy round. Honestly, Flips has his all.
Could potentially happen.
Pop comes out for Texture.
Trying to fight back.
Smoke off mid, so he goes over towards short. No, he doesn't. He goes over towards A main, and this probably means these guys double short. Knife doesn't hit anyone, so he goes back over towards mid, and...
No, 1, 2, almost a third.
Ooh, T7 HP. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's gonna do it. Don't do it. Yeah, okay. We're all good.
Thanks to Lakia's recon.
The smoke set up, and Estrella, he just has to hope his teammates can get into the site because he wants to be the lurk. Might get counter lurked on by Karon.
Any Karon flashes? Karon flash comes in. Lovely Karon flash.
Almost over. Lakia
got another Karon flash for him. Karon flash comes in.
And looks for even
and he knows he's sight.
It's just going to be another player. Whoa, Estrella actually turns around 180, takes down Karen, but down to 12 HP. Xferro,
yeah, everything's just perfect right now.
Pitched down by both Munchkin and Lakia, so it's going to be a rifle save.
Yeah, I got to go for that save. Only 12 HP. There's just no way for this to happen. See if he'll get out. Should overall, just because of time. And, you know, Munchkin not exactly sitting that healthy, though he is only 1 point away from that null command. So overall, I mean, RRQ,
how fast did Bleed lose? I mean, the second map was pretty fast. Well, right? First map, honestly, if they got a pistol, it might have gone overtime or like some kind of close.
Does like to kind of commit to those rotates, so let's rework the map. And Lakia says, not this time.
Another easy day. Yeah, we might get a good amount of sleep again.
Exactly the timings that you're going for. They shut it down.
I didn't get much sleep last night though. There were some long games last night.
Push in mid a little bit, make Texture a little bit uncomfortable to hold on to that on his own. But Meteor just refills the space right after the util clears, and they shut things down. So RRQ's making the textbook correct choices in terms of going into each round, but GenG just has immediate mid-round adjustments.
And those adjustments are working wonderfully for them. I mean, getting the read on how RRQ wants to play it. Textbook, it's so...
Any quick fixes of mine to make Ascent more interesting, bro? Just fortify all the walls, or just make them like a bigger gap in between.
How would you even know to check an angle or a corner like that?
Could potentially increase some of the choke points, but I don't think that's needed.
You know, he needs to do even further damage. So 3-1 is the score.
Like honestly, just fortifying the wall would just mean that it's way easier to hit over towards B sometimes, which means we might get a little bit more options. I feel like the map plays pretty well, though. Like the map in general, like plays pretty well. If you just got rid of the, fact that these walls are just paper thin.
Right now, you've got the null command online, but it's not a healthy buy. They're going to try to even out to make sure they can buy into round 6. So currently, working with just 2 Stingers, 2 rifles. It's still going to be the same start over on A, waiting for any util. Now, because they used the timeout, I love this.
Let's
They're
go
waiting
top
for
tree.
the push out, right? A lot of times we saw that pop flash all the way from the site into A main from GenG. RQ's waiting for it. They've got the anti ready. They've got eyes trained for potential recons. But GenG, they don't bite.
Lining up for tree as well.
Smoke
This could be
goes
a
in and doesn't even go
fast-paced
top
split
tree.
take.
It clears all
Texture
the
right
shore.
around the other side, but the operator has to try
Wait,
to hold it
what
down.
is
Wins
this?
the first
Trap?
shot, but manages to get away. Paranoia holds
Dude,
them
this
back as
this
well,
with
and
the
it allows
this with a
Texture
fast
to
jet
come
dash
in
up
for yet
short or
another
something.
Kill. It's a bit of a double now, and this is a huge
This has some
roadblock
legs.
for
This strat.
RRQ.
I think it could
How
be a
do
little
you
bit better,
barrel
but
through the A side if this is how GenG defends?
I like the
RRQ,
I
if
like
you're
the
gonna
overall
go for a
idea.
rush like this, first of all, you have to expect the paranoia
Molly,
from the site. It's always there from
smoke,
Charon.
recon
But
above,
Estrella
so you
kinda
have
has to
short
throw his
control.
body out there so they can refill the site. But they back off after the initial peak doesn't work out.
Just a second of hesitation, and it bites RRQ so darn hard in the back. Reeling from that loss now, and they are just dazed and stunned, trying to regroup around mid, thinking about another option. Where could you possibly go?
Trying to just put pressure on mid, trying to thin the numbers on A, and they'll have done a decent job. They'll pull 1 away. So you've got Meteor watching down in mid by market, but it's still 3 members with an op over on the A side.
A bit of smoke off. They've managed to walk through, but you still got to deal against Karen.
Oh,
Bro's still running, right?
Estrella able to find a shot onto Lakia as he stares down the window. Meteor's right around the corner, 7 seconds left. If he doesn't find a kill, that's not gonna even be the save. As Meteor strikes him from behind. GenG. That
They did it with an Omen TP instead of a dash. Yeah, I think you have to send the jet up short. That's the issue. But I mean, I like when teams try new stuff on this.
Everything going GenG's way. Listen, they were going to win the round no matter what, but it's just solid.
It was a nice idea.
Point. And the fact that Texture is able to relocate, then he gets a nice flick, still goes for the repeat.
The reactions from GenG were pretty good as well. Karen just insta one ways over towards door.
3 kills all on the A side, no need to leave it. And right now, RQ, they now have 2 big ultimates. They're going to have to try to force these ult trades, but look at this, a fast pinch in, it's a tiles crunch. A bit of a delayed one.
Oh, okay, good little paranoia from Estrella now this time. Meteor a little bit blinded, but goes in for the repeat after it clears out. Smoked off, and there's the null command. So ultimate's gonna have to be put on hold for the time being. Allows for RQ to get
Yeah, with the plant, they get Sova
Now
ult.
look at the minimap, Xfero.
Killjoy ult as well. We've got Killjoy ult and Sova ult for both teams. And you gotta look at Killjoy on attack right here. Yeah, we're gonna Sova ult the Sova.
Now they're watching out for it. A bit of a... Okay, there's that
Okay.
ultimate.
What happened to what happened to Lakia? Did he get hit by the knife?
Fury now just biding their time, trying to hold and watch for those drops. Meteor firing off a bit of a shot as Jemkin rears his sights back towards the site. Looking for that final player inside of the smoke now. Lakia swings wildly,
Yeah, I
but
mean, this
flips
is a convincing
alongside
round.
the classic, able to secure one more round
I
for RQ.
think the other guy got hit
Getting
by
that
the
Hunter's Fury
knife.
through the site execute onto the plant. That was huge. That way, they can keep GenG guessing about their own lockdown, but they have the Hunter's Fury to counter the lockdown. So this was overall a good read on the ult economy from RQ that allows Xfero to be very patient on the lurk. Jemkin getting an early kill helps even more with that. So that's a good execute, but
Yeah, it felt like RRQ
again,
was pretty
that
far
was
ahead there.
reliant on
Knew the
the
ult was going to
cycle.
go
Now
out.
you have a
They could
lockdown,
then
the
ult the
opponents have a
ult,
no
but then they
command.
could
How
then
can
knife
RRQ
their ult.
try to continue to
Try
flip
and
the
stop.
tables against them?
Oh, I'm pretty
Sparrow
sure that's
still
what went down.
He's got that
Pretty good.
locked down.
Dude, he is full blind there, or
Wanting
maybe
to
he
take
sees the
aim
peek before
control,
the
but
flash
Munchkin
goes
just
in.
so
Not entirely
quick
sure.
with the reactions as soon as they peek out. Now you've got Texture slowly moving his way outside of B main. Odin firing off as well, discouraging Xfero from making any movements.
And look at how far Texture's gone. You have no idea that he's that far. I think Xfero caught him.
This.
Yeah, Xfero caught sight of him, I believe. So he's just going to wait. Trying to break that drone.
Wow.
Almost risked his life for it.
So smart from GenG too. Just trying to work alongside the drone. Now alt orb picked up by Lakia.
But that's all, so much information, right? It's just a Killjoy that you spotted far away from B main.
Hence
The good news for RRQ is that last round we had 4 people surviving. The great reposition. Problem is the Recon's probably going to wreck him.
It's going to be tough. RRQ might not know that he's right around the corner. Another shrouded step. Oh, good pop flash though. Flips
Damn, bro. How? How did he get 3 here?
Gives him the quad.
I mean, he was anti-flash, I guess, at Jenny.
Xfero.
And the distraction was in. Did he just shoot everyone in the side? At least the first 2.
I mean, you have creds.
Zifex, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 14 months.
Seeing if he can take away any power
Zifex is, I should be saying, with the tier 1 as well. Thank you for that, mate.
And this one, I mean, RRQ, they're so concerned about
and
all
it's
these
a straight up money
steps
reset as well.
that they are working hard to try to identify where the Omen went, but that just leaves Munchkin absolutely free to spray down with the
How did this first F go down?
Gotta
Was
watch
it?
the replay on that one.
Was it? If it was a
They're
pure
trying to
blind
work
kill,
it
I'm
out.
not even too angry.
I mean, you're talking about the power weapons.
Just
William,
wanted
and
to early take
this is
over
a
towards
Gen
A
G
main.
that is
Flash
coming
goes in.
fully online.
Spam.
Operator, Odin, and every single lane, every single area is now definitely, potentially going to be shut down in front of RRQ. This is like almost worst case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is what you have to deal with when you're on the attack.
God, he
Oh,
was
that was through the
blinded.
flash. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's just
not
wrong.
even.
That's just him knowing
Not
the
even
time. He's
angry
just
at it.
looking for
Oh wait,
one
that
quick
second
kill.
kill was so
Wow.
fast, man. Fair play.
The speed on that.
Wow, that was snappy. Listen, leave him to anchor. We've seen a couple of those from Icebox as well.
Tries to do the same thing. Up around A main, but this time doesn't find the kill and he backs off. RQ being a little bit more patient, a little bit more careful with the way that they peek in the A main, but I mean, it's a lot of these oppressing, overwhelming, positions and skills and utilities from Gen G.
Okay, so it looks like this might just be a lockdown round onto B. Trying to see if they can sneak it right next to the box so it can't get spammed by the Odin. But Gen G has a decent idea about this, right? We're seeing the pings because you saw the Nano Swarm coming in to
Yeah,
try to
and
clear
so I was
out
gonna say, if
really
Lakia just
Killjoy
starts to
util as
spam
well.
this,
That's
got a little bit too quiet, scared of the Killjoy ult.
Coming back
And
in, just trying to
speaking of
find
the Killjoy
timing
ult,
on some of these
so
wall
nearly
bangers as well.
wrecked him,
Now
and
the
this
recon
might.
goes through. I mean, the
And it
shotgun.
does, and it takes down the MVP of this round, or the VIP, I guess we should be saying. That was sick, dude. Yeah, the reads on this were great. It just got quiet for too long. So they started talking about the fact they're going to ult here. And he just starts spamming him. Literally hits the most perfect player. Oh, man. It's such a... This is their big buy round for RRQ. Such a nightmare,
he's
dude.
kind of locked into this site
2 of them,
alongside
2-4. I mean,
every single
they're
player at
maybe
this point.
fourth.
12 seconds left, and he can't possibly make his way out, can he? Not even! Meteor will find that
It was
final
big from
skull-crushing
Lakia.
headshot.
So
It's
big.
6-2 for Gen G.
The absolute masterclass there. You got the from the shadows to help back up as well. A good read on the timings. Munchkin starts to push out of A short. You still had Charon's utility, just in case it was a rotate back to A.
Oh, man.
But that, I mean, after all that spam to get the kill with the shock dart, it's brutal.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, you want to use your ultimate. It's one of the things that could turn the tides. It's one of the things that could give you a round win on the side of RRQ, but it's being read by Gen G.
Got the backup shorty.
So now just trying to up the
Send it
tempo here,
over.
avoiding the
Munchkin
0
has
point,
knives, which
making sure you can
cancels
push
this
in with
ult,
the
so you gotta
lockdown.
feel
It
like
is
you'll be
gonna leave
tempted
that
to use
space.
it at one
From the
point.
shadows is gone.
Texture.
Ollie goes in. We got a shock dart on top of
And the
this.
shock dart is going to
Shock
be
dart
enough.
missed.
Just fair. Oh my. Okay.
Shock dart.
Still
Oh,
not enough.
yeah,
Just
the
with that
first one
nano sword
missed.
through the wall.
Alright, a little bit of space.
Does it even
Exit's
matter?
open,
Look how much
scoped out,
damage is
defender
done. They got
spawn.
KO ult,
Gen
which
G
cancels the
can't
jet
really
knives.
retake just yet, so just playing off of the timing of things, RRQ is trying to play around the position as well. Up around B main, you've left Xfero.
So tanky, yeah. I think honestly, if that first
Paranoid gets
shock
sent out,
dart
Gen G now
actually
makes
hits
their move.
the right place,
Trying to
then
watch around
different.
the boathouse and the little corner around with the shorty. Jemkin's able to start things off. Elmimore now fires back with a bit of a double. Texture able to trade out with that operator, but now pulls out the plays. And Jemkin goes in
Jemkin
for
had a
those
big
close
round,
quarter
man.
knives.
Backup shorty.
It's going to be Lakia trying to fight back with the Odin now. Swaps over to the Vandal, trying to find a bit more room. He's running out of time, though. Goes in for the movement into boathouse.
Okay,
and
Jemkin
that
did
is the call
great
for
on
Jemkin
this,
to
though.
peek
Fair
out
play.
at the right time. RRQ finding yet another round. on the board.
Yeah, there's a strong hold over
It's not
towards
too
site.
late, right? It is attacker side on Ascent, so it's not too late just
They
yet
lost a
for
good
RRQ
amount, and you got to
try
make sure.
regain. And they chose this attacking side. I
Gotta
imagine
make
wanted
sure
to
they
try to
win
keep
this
the
round,
tempo,
2 in a row.
keep the initiative, get a couple early rounds, be a bit more stable for the second half. It's been a tough going so far, but if they can at least go up to 5, wouldn't be so bad. I mean, even 4 is not the end of the world on Ascent.
They forced out some ultimates. They've managed to pull off a successful rush. It's not over yet for RRQ. At the same time.
Yeah, now they say, okay, the one way, the paranoia, all of that we've had trouble with, so let's continue to try to pressure this B
They
side.
keep trying to
See
do
if they
this
try to
molly,
set
and
up
it
the
keeps
up
getting
again. With
shot.
that early clear, they should have a read that it's a setup on B main.
Still gonna have to be very careful around it though. Oh, even with the read, it's Texture.
Hold up.
So quick, able to pull that trigger right in time.
It's a good
Stay
pinch.
tucked away as well.
Oof.
Meteor able to
Yeah, Texture has to
fall.
do a lot here.
RRQ managing to push out onto the other side around Pizza.
Munchkin,
Flips
dude, he's on
has
this?
to hold the angle and has to nail the
Wow,
shot.
that's impressive,
Oh my
man. Maybe I
God,
missed
it's
something here,
Munchkin
but that's
instead.
impressive.
RQ has to go. Someone has to basically take a bullet from Texture.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. If
I
Jim
mean,
can just
the
stays
call
in
to
market
cancel
and
here
makes them
would
come for
be
him,
easy,
that
but...
might not be a bad idea either.
Hold
So,
for Karen as well.
Oh, yeah, great spacing on
Texture
this, though.
continues to
Karen,
fire off.
1v1. 1v2 technically, but...
Elmy Moore makes it a trade, and now we're back to the one-on-one. Elmy Moore has to know where Karen might just
Hey,
be.
nice
Goes in
shots.
for the peek
Dude,
and
the
crouches just in
spacing on a
time
lot
to
of this
fire
was
off
great.
That bullet that lands right in front of Karen. RRQ with the 4th round win now.
yeah, so RRQ getting the right read that we want to continue to pressure B this time, but just go for a fast pinch onto mid. The double stack here, Flips getting that kill was crucial as it allows Jemkin to be planted up at market. Jemkin hits some nice shots, but at the end of the day, it's Elmy Moore who really clutches it up. I love the early peek into stairs before Karon's able to reposition. You expect that Elmy Moore is going to take a safer spot in that post plant 1v1.
And 2 together
Now
actually
back
means
to
they
a no
eco,
command and the
so
Hunter Series.
honestly...
Listen, you're on attack. I would love to
Be
see
looking
RRQ
nice.
send it. After the early util, just absolutely send it, secure that 5th round win. But now with the recon bolt being taken out, they're going to be a little bit wary, obviously.
Double
with the
hero
eco
gun.
coming in from GenG.
One is
Always
close
gonna
A,
wanna
the
watch
other's
out
on
for it. I
short.
mean, previously, it's been deadly around this tree spot.
Love how
GenG
they
just
have like
trying
an
to defend as well as possible
anti...
now.
Basically, they have an
Mafia.
anti-vision strikers,
Positioning around B main
where
just
it's
to get
like,
information.
if they decide to push, and maybe they go heavy B
really
main
do
with their
hope that
vision
RRQ
strikers
just
instead
gets
of
you
more
stick
middle.
with his ultimates. I mean,
Just
yeah,
literally
Lockheed's gonna have
turret
Ascent Series the
into
next
flash
round, but
into swing.
it's
See
not
the
gonna be
flashes
all
out the whole
way up
time.
to the no command. Maybe not even the lockdown for Meteor, depending on how the round goes. So
Cool goes in from
you
GenG to
gotta
stack, and Cool
prioritize
goes
the
in
fifth
from
round.
RRQ
Now,
to
because
group
of
up
that
and go A.
contact with no other information, GenG's going to assume, okay, if you're trying to get rid of all this information on B, we're going to shift over, right? We're going to make you think that we're just kind of fishing for info and rotating over to A. So they'll make that call. They have to. They're on an eco. But overall, RRQ gets the correct read off of it as well.
It's 40 seconds left too. I wonder if Jemkin
Hero
has
gun from
heard
Munchkins over
anything.
towards here, and they have a Killjoy
Hedging their
Molly.
bets into this A hit. So now they
There is a
will go in.
Phantom.
Bit of an execute, and it works out wonderfully well.
Yeah, I mean,
Good support,
why
good
not?
cover, good dash in, and Elmy Moore to finalize that kill as well. And look at the lurk from Xfero too.
Yeah, that's the no command use, and Xfero's going to be the safety
gonna get a
valve
decent
once
half, though.
again. Going to be a very slow lurk another time because the door's closed. You still have members watching out for it. Jemkin a good hide away from the recon. That one way should be coming up from Estrella. There it is.
Dude, look at this late
Lock
luck
them
on
off for as
short.
long as possible. The sheriff shot's still
He actually
trying to ball
wants to
back
get some
through.
kills, to be
Xfero
fair.
slowly making his way up towards tree now.
See if
GenG
Meteor can
is
get
trying
one.
to keep RQ pinched in.
So for the most part,
What it's
RQ,
about.
they just
Try
need
to give
stay alive.
Meteor
They just
one
need the
kill.
round win. Doesn't have to hunt for kills.
Well, no kill for
All right.
Meteor.
GenG continues to try to drop through, but instead they're going to drop like flies
So
because
he's
RRQ
one kill,
has
one orb
firepower.
away
it's
from
a
an orb.
flawless round win, looking a lot better. Good recovery in this first half.
Yeah, if they can make it 6-6, that'd be huge. And again, I mean, RQ, even
Yeah,
the
that
first couple
smoke,
rounds,
that
the
smoke
overall
comes in a
read
little
on
bit
this
earlier.
round
I
going
mean,
in
maybe.
wasn't bad.
Omen smoke was just a little bit
Missing
late.
some of those shots, but a couple heroics that gets them the stabilization.
Maybe the
then some
KO
reads
caught him
again.
off
Now
guard.
targeting the B
I don't know what
side
the full
again.
person
You know
stack was like.
that once
Who was
the
taking
power
first
weapon
contact,
tempo
but
dropped,
maybe
GenG's gonna be a little
he
bit
could have
weaker
had
on
that
this
smoke
B side.
out.
They're
Who
gonna
knows?
rely on things like the Killjoy utility. They're gonna rely on the retakes. It's a fast push with that paranoia. Counter Hunter's Fury.
Counter Hunter's Fury. It doesn't quite land the way that they wanted to just yet, though. Meanwhile, Jemkin has already made his way onto the site.
And so far, RRQ's afterbomps have been great.
Soon enough, GenG just trying to rendezvous.
Again, they got to make sure they don't give Meteor a kill, because otherwise this ult down and they got to
Now,
push.
when does Xfero go? Does he go for an entire lurk around? I'm curious. He's positioned for it.
What an angle.
What the hell?
Now it's starting to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
the
just
move.
a sliver
I wonder
angle.
if Munchkin will be able to find that contact against him first. It's not quite going to happen. Meanwhile, GenG now pushing through from market, from defender spawn. They've marked B main. That's Elmi more.
Yeah, we've got to keep an eye on Zafiro here. He's coming late with the luck.
Well.
Dude, they're so on top of it.
Both Jemkin and Estrella are in, and they're stuck. Jemkin able to fire back and blocking
2v5. I mean, he's got to do it all. Poor guy.
Still running out of time.
Whoa! Oh my god, dude, we're getting so many insane clips at the moment.
To give RRQ a 6-6 first half.
How does he win this?
That is a certified phantom moment,
the
but not the one that you're
reposition
used to.
by him was everything,
here for
though.
Jemkin. Clutches it up with an ace. And what a momentum builder for the second half.
You gotta give me a
RRQ.
replay of this, though.
I mean, just the way to make it happen. The heroics from RRQ. He pushes through, holds out from the lower
There's
angle,
so many
finds the
clips in this week. I can't get over
into
it.
an off angle.
Incredible decision making, and obviously the mechanics to boot as well.
Guys, you gotta replay this. Don't have a structured thing. Just replay.
Not quite what GenG was hoping for.
I hate when production have like a strict
all the way from
roll.
See if it's gonna be good.
Tell me we're not
enough.
gonna
Of
watch
course,
30 seconds of them walking around a
fans
pistol
and
with no
Asian fans
replay.
as well out here. Oh, we got a T1 fan cheering for GenG. That's not allowed. I know you said sorry, but I don't know. I don't know if either fan base will allow that one.
Just a lot of love and support from the community overall for the final match.
Guys, you got 40 seconds.
I mean, listen, just for
beg.
any of our Western viewers, in case you don't understand how sacrilegious that is,
I will do it.
that's like a Sentinels fan suddenly
Sorry
saying
for the
they're gonna cheer
flashbang.
for 100 Thieves. You know what I
Whoa,
mean?
whoa.
You can't be having that. You can't be having that.
2v5.
Oh,
I gotta meet me, man.
Regardless, match will continue. It's 6-6 right now.
Bro, it's nice,
and
dude.
RQ has made
The last
significant
three.
improvements towards the end of the first half. Breeze might have been a bit
flashbang duel again,
but
but
Ascent looking a
it's
lot
worth it.
better. How will this defensive half work out for RQ now that they've ended things 6-6?
Yeah, curious to see what the mid-coverage adjustments are going to be around from RQ, especially from Xfero, of course, with that Killjoy util. Right now, it's just a forward alarm bot. We'll keep our
shout
eye
out for
on
fast clipping that, by the way.
A lot of times when push comes
We're back
to
to
shove,
doing our
GenG
own
will send
replays. I like
Munchkin
that.
up mid to try to create an opening. They'll even go for some early pressure here.
Oh, this guy is so wrecked. The mid crunch, I've always talked about this. The mid crunch has crazy high success rate. Let's see if this adds to it.
Okay, so RQ just needs to hold on to their util. They still have a paranoia. They have double shock darts. Recon not going to come out just yet, but they should have good things to work with on this retake.
Should be able to set up some smokes. The rest of GenG trying to mark all the angles. You've got generator cover.
Recon yet?
Munchkin
When did they throw the recon?
Drop as well. He's got a classic, so it could happen. Tries to reposition into
Guys, someone's got to break door.
Back around just to watch for
Guys, someone's got to break
The
door.
door has not yet been broken, so it's relatively safe enough for GenG for the time being. And there is the opening shot. A couple just to go
they
through.
broke
a
door
third
so
body,
late.
to the ground. Estrella fires back.
There was
Then
no
he's got two
pressure
left
door.
to work against. Lakia
He's
as well
so
as
scared
Munchkin.
of short.
It's a bit of a crossfire, and Estrella is just biting the dust right now.
Oh, that 0 point from Munchkin was everything. It completely throws a wrench into RQ's plan. They just barely have the door ready to be broken. The one-way comes out, and it looks like Estrella kind of wants to reset as that one-way blooms over from GenG, but then the 0 point completely messes up the tempo on here, and you just don't have the paranoia until it's too late. And even then, Texture is still free from it. Gets a nice double on the drop.
Yeah, they just broke door way too late.
That's why it's just such a crucial piece of utility, completely blocking things off, denying that retake.
Get the
Texture is
old school
happy with that
FPX,
one.
basically.
On to the next round. We've got
3
those
rifles,
Guardians, got
2
those Phantoms.
ghosts, so
Bit of a bulldog as well.
2 kills
this
allowed,
smoke is-
and
it's
these guys
pretty
can just be
telling.
human drones
So GenG's
to
got a good
scout
read
out
on
a
it,
stack
but
if it happens.
How patient can Estrella get? How crafty will he get with his angles? You gotta expect with a smoke like that, yeah, that it's something sneaky, right? Frenzy, shorty, whatever it might be. So we're just gonna go for an early clear here from GenG. I don't mind that.
Okay. Meteor with the Nanostorm to clear out logs as well. They definitely hear the alarm bot inside of B main, so just trying to fish for as much information as possible. GenG being very cautious with how they spread their ways across the map.
So because of this smoke, RRQ, with all that
Not
other
the
eco,
short
they're thinking
again.
that they're safe as they've really threatened out GenG. But GenG has a read on this.
Extra back wall peeks fast. That's nice though.
You're absolutely right, Willie.
Yeah, they're
When
so
you're
on
right,
top
you're
of
right.
everything, even just the
Such a
little
good read,
details.
Such a good call. Bit of a preemptive strike.
Meteor here's the running over towards B
as well.
main.
Now it's the
I'm
same
pretty
site
sure
take,
this guy hit the
clear
alarm bot also.
protocols. Got the paranoia into generator, you've got the TP, block down the door, and everything just flows smoothly.
Okay,
Look
two
at
people that
Meteor
can
up
hunt, and we got to
around
start
tiles
looking
as
over
well.
towards here, and like it's these two. So
Overall RRQ, it looks like they're just
yeah,
gonna
and
hold.
Munchkin takes
Go
the
to
gun,
spike here.
Texture
Only
gets
4
the
plastics
ghost.
anyway.
You'll
No
go and
credits to
hunt
make
him.
back. You still have all your utility that you bought up, so you can carry that right on into the next round. That does mean GenG, well, some of them might go on the hunt a little bit. Meteor and Texture with the ghost. They'd love to get some early old Dorbs.
Yeah, and keep an eye
Managed to spot
on Meteor as well. He
Single
might have
player, so they
might
know
have two
which
here.
exits to mark.
Well, one of them's getting multi-kills here for sure, whether it's Meteor or Texture.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess it's going to be Texture.
Dude,
Takes
a
the
death as
contact
well.
from Meteor,
Wait,
swings out,
that guy
goes
might
in
not
for the
even
double
die.
and
He
spots.
might just be able to leave this guy.
Kinda
Okay.
flips close
Oh,
out.
no.
Oh my god. The 4th kill. Xfero's dropped.
And this guy gets
that's
knives as
definitely
well, so the
Bladestorm
econ's good,
online
and they
for
got a
Texture
hero.
now. This is very potentially lethal.
I mean, this is a dream bonus for GenG.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's great to have this all online fast because it's just like the money that it saves you as well.
far as possible. Love the last second decision as well. Just let's flip side to the spike, but Xfero has to die.
Like
one way or
Karen's
another.
literally just
Pressure
gonna have
to running
nearly
into your
8K
crosshairs.
next
The
round.
Odin's online for Elmi more, but it is all half armors.
Just firing off on that Odin. GenG definitely just trying to work their way around the utility, work their way around some of the push and pulls across the map. RRQ waiting for what's to come.
RQ regrouping over on short. So because of the smoke out from GenG, just going to let that kind of go for free over on A main. I've noticed RQ did that
Yeah,
before
retake
as
of
well.
A main.
Their previous match.
One way.
That's cost them. Now
Literally,
they
as soon
have
as
to
this
use
one way
to
comes in,
re-clear
you
it.
see everyone just back off.
A little bit costly.
Pretty much only ever
I
going to
mean,
one
these
way
are the
that
things
unless you're
about trying
fighting
to
it.
play a bit
You
too
could fake
reactive
do it,
in
but
some ways on that defense. Where sure, you're still able to regain some control of it, and now it's a bit of a chess match on who ends up with the last piece of util.
Oh,
Yeah, you are going to lose a lot to try to deny some of those side executes.
40 seconds. Call
Always a
goes
bit
in
of a
to
chess
send it up
match
short.
on Ascent.
It might be a fake short into a beast
Trying to
bit
get a
though.
read for where GenG's about to execute as well. Setting up around tree.
Yeah,
Munchkin
so one person
tosses
fake
the
on this
0
with
point,
the
but it
smoke
could
onto
be a
short
bit
as
of a
well.
fake. Baits out these
And
smokes.
it's at
While
least
the
going to keep
rest
the
of GenG's
3
squad
here. He
pushes
goes
through,
down, but
marking
it's a
into
2
Texture,
on
is looking
3
to
on
drop the
sight,
hands,
and
able
that
to
must have
collect
been a
onto
shot.
Xfero. But Elmimore with the Odin will be able to answer right back.
Whoa.
They know right where it is. A bit of a shot from
Yeah,
Estrella
spike
to
down,
support
dumb
as
rounds.
well. Now 10 seconds left. Meteor has to look for them, but his following teammate is just way too darn far across the map. 7 seconds, and that's going to be RRQ picking up the round. Will they be able to take the rifle away from Laki as well? Yes, they will. Flips, turns around in time.
Could have been very close, but it's a good read from RQ that it's just Munchkin.
Yeah, it's a nice attempt.
Right? There's no
A lot of
follow-up
teams
on
are
that
on the
flash.
kind of
It's
fake
Munchkin
over
peeking for
towards short,
himself.
but it still kept
So
the
the
3
members on
people
main
here.
hold true, knowing that if it's going to be a fake, Munchkin's usually trying to sell it with that KO. Good running gun from Jemkin as well. Sure, Texture, a heroic kill with the Bladestorm, but it's only one. Can't really connect into much. However, that was the bonus, right? You know, a couple rifles carried over from that second round. The Bladestorm coming online. So GenG
Good news for them.
still got
Only one
more
person
in 'em.
died. We get a flash
with that
into
full die.
TP.
Still got to watch out for the Odin now, though. RRQ, a couple of members on light shields. But it's not too bad. GenG.
Knife hits the Omen,
Trying to move
and
across,
they
trying to
just
move
insta-call
around.
with that. And they get the recon
figured
out
out
as
too
well.
much yet.
Oh man, they wanted to hit B
Now
anyway,
more
and now they don't have to
able
worry
to
about the
jiggle for
recon. That's
information.
huge.
Right, he's still going to have backup here. You still have market control as well. You've got the nano to cover switch.
We're sending sight.
Set up. Oh no!
Oh my god, did he think he killed him?
He just dashes right over him. The Nanostorm even burns down Shepkin. So unfortunate, but Xfero holds the off angle. A bit of a double, and then Munchkin trades it off. RRQ now caught reeling from that loss, trying to go back in just to retake. Flips with a bit of a timing against Munchkin, trying to set up for Australia now.
Again, they have money, so it doesn't matter if, well,
and then it's the spike plant too.
he would like to win it, obviously.
Back, playing off of the timing of things.
Now we get the big round, though, and there's enough depth here that this really is a big round.
So both teams assessing the same thing, right? As long as we don't all get gunked up by the Killjoy util, as long as we don't get spammed down by the Odin very early on, if we can send in the Jet to create space, that B site is a little bit easier to target. And this is just a good landing here.
Bro, it looks so odd from his from the other guy's POV.
By Xfero, but Xfero was actually
because he was shooting him, and then
so he couldn't cover at all.
Then he moved to the right.
The read's just not there, and maybe even to go for the wall spam. So now no Odin, but they will pick up that operator.
We have upper middle, we have a person to shoot the recon if there is any kind of recon in middle. Disrespect the knife this time at A. And they still get hit similar to last round, but this time they insta-hit over towards A. That's a great KO flash.
Pushing off. The Texture's already made his way onto the top of Generator. Meteor able to support through as well. Karen
Big
with
duel
the
coming up.
steps in. They are able to find trades for trades. However, numbers advantage will go over to RRQ.
Oh boy.
Tries to pull off a sneaky play,
okay, dude, there was a second there. Yeah, and there was a second there where the recon went in, and it was like, whoa, he can only be Jenny.
Good internal timer
and then
from Jemkin.
I was nervous for
After that
it.
door closes, you're not even hearing a fake plant.
Shout out to Strutter on site. Did great here. I like the idea from GenG, pretty much just trying to play off what happened last round. Same thing, Omen gets hit by the knife, everyone else avoids it. This time they just pop into it. This reposition, yeah. Karen doesn't even realize.
And Estrella can get the free kill onto Generator.
Oh, okay, a little bit of a
we're doing so well.
So far, I mean, RRQ definitely keeping things competitive with how they're just able to adjust around it. Maybe some misreads from some previous rounds, you know, GenG trying to pick up the pace. But at the same time, as RRQ comes back into it, you know, a fresh round, a fresh start.
Play issue, dude, what's he done?
To get a feel for how GenG wants
to
that's
not the hand warmer again, is it?
This was a water spill, wasn't it? Sphero. He's gonna dry out his jersey.
Spilled the drink.
Hopefully it didn't get onto his gear, as that could take a little while to dry out. But it looks like mostly it's on the desk. Hopefully we can get that cleaned up pretty quick here.
The player issue.
It's been a while since we've seen the player issue. You see Xfero kind of smiling a little bit. Oh, it might have been a hand warmer because he's shaking that out.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That could get a little troublesome. Hopefully not, but we'll wait for an update.
So far, so good. I mean, it looks like they're getting that done as quickly as possible.
Oh, this fan failed their exams, but they're here to cheer on GenG and one of our great casters.
Dude, the caster insta laughed.
Listen, you win some, you lose some, right? It's like Valorant. Life is like Valorant. You can't win all of them. You win some, you lose some.
Which do you prefer to win, though, exams or Valorant?
I mean, that depends. Everyone's got different priorities. I ain't here to tell you that you only have to win your exams. Oh. This fan, it's their birthday on the right, and the left fan has an excellent drawing of the GenG Tiger. They're selling the GenG Tiger hats outside, the GenG Tiger plushies as well. GenG trying to stock up on their merch this year.
Trying to go up in terms of team stocks as well. I mean, they've done an incredible job at Masters Madrid, of course, thanking Talon for their top seed spot into playoffs. But now just wondering how far they can truly go as a team. I mean, we've heard it from the desk. Some of them think the DRX will be the ones on top.
I mean, GenG, obviously, they wouldn't want that, right? It took them a lot to try to dethrone DRX, even succeeded in dethroning PaperX during kickoff.
This wasn't that long.
Now they got to do it all again, and currently momentum seems to be on the side of the RXs. And GenG continues to look like a potential challenger here for that very top spot. See if they can get right back into the swing of things. Also, if they can get another championship point here, I mean, listen, winning kickoff got you those extra points.
Only a hero gun? Well, it's looking nice for RRQ.
Very, very
potential.
RRQ contesting for their championship point right now.
Everyone goes in for deep mid take. heavy aggro. Short knife hits over towards A main again. And that's the hero gun down. And that's the dash used. And honestly, on this map, this is like the one where you get a dash from the attack team and you're just so happy about it. Like as soon as there's a dash and you just know no one can actually get through these choke points, it's the best feeling ever. Just the easiest defense rounds.
Still hold the angle. Catch any player as they try to cross, but the smoked off now allows for Texture to sneak in. You got to work up against Jemkin.
Texture is...
Yeah, but they're creeping in. The spike's down, and I believe it was spotted by RRQ.
Jemkin's pretty aware, man. He was aware last time with the short round. He's aware for this.
He has the perfect read. They don't want to get caught off guard. GenG going for a bit of a gambit. Does not work out.
Just cerebral stuff from freaking Jemkin. Sneaks back. Gets the shot.
30 seconds left.
Although Meteor has picked up a rifle, if he can find at least one kill.
A lovely round from them. Good awareness from Jemkin here. And good, obviously good comms from the guys on short.
Shut down from RRQ. I love Jemkin playing it safe there. You know, you get the call. Spike's still down outside of A short. Don't know what these guys are doing. You say, okay, no reason. You know, they can have the site. They don't have the spike. Doesn't really matter.
This kind of happens because of Flips holding this tree area, this A short angle. Taking off 2 lives from GenG.
Drop of the gun and the spray.
Accidentally throw his op down as he was trying to spray on the wall. Gotta watch out with
Unless
that.
he's trying to spray and then accidentally dropped it.
Alright, 3 ultimates
Might have been that.
for both teams.
Probably is that. Knife goes in. This time it doesn't hit the Omen, but their knife is going to go in. It's going to hit 3.
Early presence around this A main. GenG backs off completely. Rethinking about
the
this.
chance KO dodged this, to be honest, and they went back aggro.
They were trying to stop an early push on A, but they recognized that this could be
we
an
have
push on B. So they're all
no anti-KO for this one. But RRQ have great retake.
They don't mind. They'll take the plant. They'll deal with the retake after.
GenG got to focus on fighting here because obviously this killjoy goes down. It's a done round, and they're not going to have feuds till for it.
Munchkin has to win
and the
these.
defender ult's done really far back. Hey, what's going on here? Why did we do this all?
Now it's going to be Estrella finding the trade. A bit of recovery from RQ, but the timing's all a little bit off.
To force them into the 2? But then why were they going aggro? Yeah, looked a little bit off a lot of this. The killjoy could have been cool if the other guys were like waiting for the push out.
Jemkin fires off the shot. Now they're now he's been known. Meteor crouches down.
Massive 2v2.
His torso. Estrella finally fights through from B main. Lakia has to do it all. He's got a little bit of support. Unfortunately, not quite able to make it happen just yet. It's going to be Xpero, but he's bought enough time.
They did a good amount of damage though. And RRQ's money's here and GenG's money not so much. Big win for GenG though, really, if you think about the ults.
Lockdown just to keep them tied up in the site. And all RQ was
Aeolus, thank you so much, man. 2 years as well. 2 years, thank you so much. Appreciate everything, man. Thanks so much. Appreciate the tier 1, thank you for the 24, thank you for all the gifted as well in the past, man. You're a hero, dude.
To be that far out. And that just shows, I mean, GenG having the awareness to, you know, make a move like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's Munchkin correctly reading what the setup's going to be.
A good amount of people.
No doubt about it.
They can't buy next. Pretty much the whole team if they lose. Knife goes in, hits 1 again.
That said, though, RQ will be able to hold their ultimates for future rounds now.
As the knife hits, they have to flash through the smoke. And the Omen flash is incredible. Hit everyone but the Jet, right? Might have even hit the Jet.
Has made his way through. Oh my god.
Oh
even
my
firing through the smoke with the Phantom, he catches Flips.
Yeah, he just randomly spammed it.
That's a nice
lovely shot.
But now Texture already on Heaven.
Texture is just continuing to try to find any unsuspecting
Lakia over towards A main, but they double A main.
Phantom. Smoke clears. There's a 0 point now. Hunter's Fury just at an off timing. Doesn't quite catch anyone though, but it does flush RRQ out.
Yeah, and these guys are double A main.
Both Texture and Karen have dropped.
Big win this would be. Big win.
All the way from A main. It's still Elmimore trying to sneak it through, almost managing to make it happen. Jemkin with the fourth kill in the round.
That's a great round from them. I don't know about the double A main.
That last cloudburst, by the way,
and RRQ did great to insta hit the site. They kind of beat the ult, right? If they was in this square here, obviously they would have got so wrecked. And it's cool to go fast on this. Obviously obviously they know when someone's
Really good
ulting,
setup
they
overall
got
here
the time.
from
And
GenG. Goes for that
did they
4K.
use the...
And also RQ kind of using Lakia's
Wait, did they have
Hunter's
2
Fury
smokes and they
to
used
mask
this and
some of
this?
their noise on that Flood retake. Overall, a good reaction.
They smoked off A
That
main and
calls
then
for
they
a
did
timeout
the
from
nitro smoke.
GenG.
Pretty
Curious
cool.
to see what comes out. So early on in the year, going into Masters Madrid, timeouts always meant a bit of a Hail Mary play in the next round from
Overall
GenG.
was questionable?
Well, they started
Nah,
to switch
it
that
only
up,
looked
as teams
questionable
started to
because
react to it quite
RRQ sent
well
it so
during their
fast.
international
If they're like
showings.
waiting for perfect
See
util
what
for a
the plan is,
retake and they're
because
all in
obviously a lot of
that
those
square,
ultimates were
then
used in the previous 2 rounds by GenG.
And RRQ is
it's like, honestly, the ult he did is pretty
showing
common.
that their retakes can be successful. GenG, I don't know. I don't think they anticipated that this map would be this competitive.
Yeah, GenG,
Did you
they
think
got no
about
money
this?
here
10
as well.
to 10. RRQ and Breeze looked really, really shaky. But as we go into Ascent, all of a sudden, GenG doesn't
They've all got
look
like
too comfortable.
2,500, I think.
And a lot of it is that recovery in that first half, right? And I was hoping that that would happen because during the map draft, you could see Coach Ewok asking Flips what side they wanted to start on and kind of hoping that Flips would say attack. And as he says attack, Ewok just kind of smiles and says, all right, we'll go attack. Because they wanted to try to take the initiative, want to try to get some early rounds in, and also I think trying to abuse the fact that GenG, again, they try to rely on their over-rotates for that defense. Eventually it works out. And now RRQ can play off their own
one
defaults.
hero ult.
Still got that operator.
One hero
and
ult, but a
GenG, they're
perfect
the
ult
ones
to cancel
expecting
the hero
maybe a potential tiles crunch, something like that. But it does not come.
What is this? Fake A pressure so they don't know where the jet knives are?
Jemkin, though. But does it spot out Astrea?
Okay.
Not quite. Karen blindly going in, blindly dropping to the ground.
Yeah, the
I mean, it is an
flash
eco.
there, absolutely not assisting themselves. As a drone not able to check the right side. Jemkin, of course, drawing a lot of attention as well. So while mid's been given up, RQ fairly aware of it. All Flips has to do alongside Elmimore is make sure that there is no flank all the way into their spawn. Astrea's in a bit of a tough position.
This is,
and
and maybe they're starting to watch a bit of DRX because DRX have started to be TPing here a lot when they've been hitting over towards A site.
Spots him out. The blades get sent through.
He dashed past it.
Oh, and now he's looking for the next player.
Oh, the
Elmimore
savior KO.
The 0 point of null command, though, it will deny his blades.
Sure.
And now here comes Jemkin. I've got a blade storm of my own. Bit more support. The recon
and the recon. Clear this guy, dude. Jemkin's being great so far. Dude, he looks so aware of everything.
Down, RRQ is looking to dominate this site. Where is Munchkin? Just up around the A main.
Oh, there's only one spot left.
Swings out. Yeah, it's not
lovely.
quite going to happen. RRQ.
Really nice round, man.
Taking the lead for the first time.
Nice round from Flips
Great
as well.
reactions, right? I mean, Flips alongside Jemkin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
GenG
really,
probably would have taken
really
the timeout
good
for this
holds
round
here
here. Seems they went
to
for a
make sure
couple
that they
of
cover for
crazy
each
stuff
other.
on their
I
eco.
love that Jemkin just absolutely ditches the site once they hear the tailwind, once they realize that Tree is in danger, that their Silva Elmimore is in danger. And then the follow-up, I was afraid he was actually going to overheat there with the Blaze from getting caught out by Meteor. But they correctly asked for the recon as well. And Jemkin's waiting to see if there's an escape. Jemkin has been absolutely crucial in some of these reads that RQ has had in the recent matches.
24 to 12.
I mean, the way that he kind of operates, you know, never overheating too much, always playing alongside the team, and it's very tactical. And just the way that he's able to kind of get a
goes
read
in
for
and
how
just
GenG
hits
might want to
one.
approach things. Amazing stuff and keeping RQ alive.
Yeah, Flip's not quite sure if there was a shrouded step there, so just trying to clear out for that crossfire. They recognize it's only
It
one
might be a
person
big
on
tower
A main,
hitting
so once
the-
again, that's RQ's default. They circle
Hitting the
back to
Sova
Tree
over
together,
towards A.
and then they'll start to anchor on the site.
Normally it's been the Omen here.
This is again a setup for Flips. See if Jemkin can be good for one.
Oh, peeks out with the off. There's the pop flash. Flips with
Dude,
the angle.
how many
Will
times am I
catch
going to see
Munchkin.
team flash
GenG
themselves over towards
starting
short?
to
Going on here.
make some of these movements now that kind of bite them in the back.
Elmimore's trying to go
Self
for hero
flash, I
play,
guess,
but
this
the
one.
dash is there.
Whoa,
Texter
boy, the
keeps
movement's
himself alive.
incredible
Karen
here.
watches
Omen
his
TP to
teammates
the back
back.
side. 2 people.
As they continue to
Omen
push
flash
through,
from
they've got
defense
the deal
now.
against Xfera as well as Australia. Gonna stay tucked away
40
inside of
seconds, so they
boathouse. The
still
rest of the
could
reinforcements
pivot somewhere
still
else, but they're
arriving
going to
on
send
the
it.
way. Jemkin marking market.
Yeah, so RRQ's holding in case there's a rotate because there's still enough time. But GenG, that means, has a timing here to push against the 2 in
When
Boathouse.
does Lakia's recon come up?
Dark cover, unfortunately, doesn't quite work out.
Dude, they should know. They had the Omen ult.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
man,
you just
Lakia,
go
what an
in to
absolute
clear
god
it,
round.
GenG.
Throw the
Good
spike
job
to
doing their
Lakia as
due
well, so
diligence.
nope, throw
Now
the
it's up
spike to
Flips as
Meteor
well
so he
as
can
Jemkin,
get closer to
trying
his ult.
even out the score. I think it's a little bit too much right now. Wallbangs doesn't find anything.
Yeah, but they do have the creds. RRQ, they would love to get to map point first.
Bit of suppressive fire from Lakia.
Got loads of money, let's go for it.
And they should know that this is going to be one heck of a setup. You got 3 players, if not 4, even more inside of Boathouse. Flips slowly walking out to clear right now. Oh, Jemkin, a little bit of a lineup with 2.
He's always good for 2,
hits.
man.
Still,
It's always good for 2.
As well as Lakia, a lot more cover, and GenG will
They
be
won the
able
2
to tie
KD
things
with
up
this.
11-11.
26 to
And here's an
13.
interesting thing that GenG did. They could have secured the Hunter's
Well,
Fury 100% with that
if
spike
GenG
plant,
loses,
but
their
they're
next
looking at the
buy
long
for the
game.
last
They
round
wanna
would
absolutely
be
make
an
sure that they
absolute
have
nightmare.
the best chance to secure this map. So Lakia says, you know, I might get a kill, I might die. I'll probably make the Hunter's Fury one way or another. If not, I can get an orb. Gives over the spike to a Meteor to try to build towards that lockdown. So now they have 3 ults, 1 and 2 points away. This is an absolute long-term setup from GenG.
At this
Yeah, and
point,
you'd
you know,
imagine the
round
RRQ
23
decide to
too, it
fight
could
for a
mean
main,
so,
but
so much.
like the first round they're not.
And
Knife goes
RRQ
in and
have
hits
spent
no
their
one. They
ultimates as
fake
well.
TP here as
A
well.
single ult placed
Kind of
at the
giving
right
them a main
time,
for
the
free,
right place.
which is mad because they've been fighting
Could
here the
just
whole
end
time.
this map once and for all. RRQ trying to stay true to their defaults, trying to hold down.
You would imagine Lakia
Flips
gets his ult
feeling
on
the
this
heat
one.
backs off for the
Wait.
time being.
Where are we going?
All right, old orb not taken just yet, though. I was wondering if Lakia
Choke
might go
dart
for
from
the
middle.
orb.
Does it break the
Set up
trip?
the Hunter's Fury for a tree push.
Doesn't
Still
break
got a
the
chance.
trip.
Still holding
the
on to
alarm
mid
bot, sorry.
strong. Just going to be a push in.
Drone clears A. Omen
so
flash over
nervous, well,
towards
paranoid
shore,
through
and
now.
this pause
Now
is.
they're trying to go in for that push. Oh, with a
Whoa,
fragment,
the
even
nade
catches on
hits
Flips.
that
He
as well.
cannot
That's
hold
sick.
that elevated angle any
Lakia still
longer.
didn't go for the ult, by the way.
Estrella trying to watch for the linear
Flash.
angles, but flashed perfectly.
Gets his ult
Flips
with that.
Still able to find a bit of a double, but
Oh man,
Meteor
who's
has to
it stuck
strike
over
back.
towards
Flips
shore?
trying to
Yeah,
double back
door
from tree.
door closed
Catches
too early.
Meteor now. A 3rd kill for him in the round. Spike
Does
not yet
Karen go
planted.
for an ult?
It's a little bit
Yes,
too
he
hot.
does. Over
It's the
towards
smart
B,
from
and
the
he's gonna
shadows
stick
play
it.
From Karen. A
Oh
bit
my god,
of
what a nuts
a
round
risky
this is
one,
gonna
but
be.
welcome nonetheless.
But now they have to worry about Lakia.
So now they have to
Someone
worry
has
about
keep a
this
timer,
guy.
So it's going to be the dash
But he's
away
also
from
got
GenG.
Silver at
They
one
wanna
point.
just say, let's rush
If
towards
they
B.
do decide to
Make it a
fast go
3v1.
site, you could
Worry
always
about
ult to
Lakia
help.
afterwards.
Lakia has to go in fast.
He's got
Or
Hunter's
Kieran
Fury.
has to hold it down too. Just
Okay.
fires off the
Oh.
Hunter's Fury blindly
Oh,
first. It
gets
catches
attacked.
Jemkin. Up
Yeah, but now they're gonna
away,
go real
still
fast. Can he
alive.
recon to
Karen
help his
has
team?
to land his shots right now.
They gotta
Stays
swarm
tucked
him.
away, puts out
Just gets
dark
another
cover
smoke.
just to
Oh
give him
boy.
a little bit more space right around the spike.
What?
3 players tucked
No
through.
way.
Jemkin
Oh,
runs throughout.
surely
It's
not.
gonna be Xfero who sticks it.
Oh,
No
look
way
at him,
through.
stuck it in
What?
front of
That's
him.
how he reaches match
That's
point,
sick. And
he
Flips
hits
gets
from
an ace
Sunsider.
as well.
RRQ,
This round
such
is so
antics,
stacked
just
with
to
some
put
mad
them on
stuff.
top of things.
That was sick.
You can't be serious. You throw everything on the line and Xfero sticks the defuse 2 feet
Whoa,
away.
that's how he got the fast
What
too.
in the world? I mean,
They got
listen,
3 players.
Sure, should Karen have just wildly sprayed? Maybe. But you don't imagine at that range because Karen's afraid of the swarm out. He's afraid of the fan out from the smoke because backup's going to
Ellison,
be late.
thank you so much, man. Thank
So
you, bro. I
he's just trying
appreciate
to
that.
make sure that he's forcing
Thank you for
them
the
to
prime.
jump out
Welcome
of
into the
smoke.
Slug
He's
Club.
trying to get ready for the one-taps. And Xfero just reads right into... I can't. I
Just
can't
hanging.
even.
Just stares into the camera as well. It's
Wild.
sick.
I have to wonder what the decision making was from that one. But now we are actually looking at RRQ potentially taking this map away. You know, from the time that we were talking about it on the desk, thinking this is GenG's map. This is GenG with an incredibly strong defense where they will shut RRQ down every turn of the way. RRQ tied things up 6-6, and now look at where we are. It's overtime or bust for GenG.
Yeah, this is a mind breaker for GenG. See if this timeout can really get them back into the swing of things, because the econ surely isn't. You got an Ares and a
One
Spectre.
chance
Looks
to
like
finish
it. Might just
it.
be a hard push onto that
And
B side. Try to spam
we
it out
got
with the
some
Ares. Set up for
ults.
the ultimates.
For sure. Killjoy ult
you
to
can
get
go
over
either way.
towards
No
the
plant
site,
in,
or KO ult to
lock
go over
down
towards
for
the site,
post plant, or
Killjoy
vice
ult far
versa.
after.
Still got to watch out for those power weapons from RRQ, though. Operator and Odin on their side. Flips with a null command, potentially deadly as well. Picked up from that ace from the previous round, too. Although Munchkin and Meteor have ultimates of their own.
The stack. And Flips is nearby as well. I wonder if RRQ has a hard read on this, because he might just instantly activate the counter null command.
I mean, they're gonna get melted.
That would be dastardly. Odin away. A bit of a flash through.
67, 28, 84. Could have been worse.
So low right now. I don't know.
And they got nothing. They kind of got B main control, and that's it. Oh my goodness, now they're on 40. 18 HP. I mean, he got spammed back. He's going in for more.
Oh, and he gets one.
Yeah, he's not done on this. Oh my god.
That lockdown.
Where's the smokes? And they cancelled, but they tanked all the damage. Well, it's the round done, you would think.
You've got A short covered, you've got mid covered with
they've at least inserted one over towards B.
Texture's lurk has to go huge on this round.
That's when I'm backing on. Texture. Oh, he's getting checked by the shock dart!
No!
William, surely not. RRQ.
They are checking everything. This entire map. They're checking their corners, they're checking for lurks.
Now Jemkin with the operator. Good flashes coming through.
Okay.
Forces him to whiff. Estrella holding the cross now. Doesn't spot anything. He hears the jump. Actually catches the drop on the spike planter. Karen goes down.
2v5 on site. Meteor, no HP. Munchkin has to pop the ult. 20 seconds to plant, so they could kind of fast floods. And they do. They got 28 HP.
Meteor tries to fire back, but he's down in the red.
Hey, honestly, pretty sick from RRQ. That was good. Got a shout out Jemkin here. He was incredibly impactful.
RRQ, significant improvements on Ascent.